I think it's just to carry on with the live music, you know. I think the reason live music seems to be going through a renaissance right now is because at the beginning when we in 1980, we said we're not playing live, you know, we're not doing tours. That was our big thing. We wanted to throw the emphasis of what we were doing upon other mediums. One was video, and we helped pioneer in video. The other was a 12-inch record. We said that the best environment for young people and music was in clubs, because in clubs they weren't watching someone else perform, they were performing themselves. They were dancing, they were talking, we believe those things. And to a certain extent I still do, but I've got my own interests at heart.
Until a certain point.
I've got my own interests at heart. I think what happened is at the time, you know, we laid down the foundations of those ideas. What happens in music is they quickly become walls, and you can't climb them anymore. It's up to a young person on the other side to build the next set of foundations. What we did then, to give you an example, I didn't want to do a video for Through the Barricades. I thought Through the Barricades was an emotive song. People have now got their own ideas of visuals because they've seen videos so many times. They can be more creative in their own mind, and I wanted Through the Barricades just to be on record. The record company wouldn't allow it. You have to make a video. 6 years ago, if I wanted to make a video, they would say, well, maybe. You know, now you have to make videos, you have to make 12-inch records. They're marketing devices, they're not creative devices anymore. So what we did to be original, we were traditional. We said, right, let's go and concentrate on being live, because people don't want just to sit in their front rooms watching bands on television. Now they've seen that for 5 years, however many years, they want to go out and they want to be face-to-face with the groups and part of the show.
It is changing in the lyrics too. I mean, at the beginning they were more probably musical in the sense, or more, not more musical, but more rhythmic than the one we wrote right now.
I think there's two ways of, two compromises. A compromise that you have to make in the right lyrics. One is the compromise on the meaning and the subject towards accommodating the phonetic power of a word. So if the word is phonetically rhythmic or aggressive, then you know you might use that at the cost of some of the more lyrical content. At the beginning, I never had very great confidence in myself as a songwriter or a lyricist, and you tend to be less honest with your own emotions. You think, I can't write about what I feel. What I feel isn't really worthwhile. It's not important. You steal ideas from other people. So I became, the lyrics at the beginning of Spandau's career were more surreal images that you know, I played with some wordplay. Not really love songs. I didn't write a love song until True. There was nothing about girls until True. Or about love until True.
I mean,
it took me a long while, to be honest, and say I want to write a love song. It's taken me even longer, to be honest, to say I can write songs about the way I feel about certain subjects, and it doesn't matter what other people think.
Oh, but there is a kind of double sense. I mean, there is a kind of interpretation of a song, of some lyrics, would be related with eventually love of girls or things like that. In the meantime, means different kind of things. I don't know. You talk about gold. You talk about gold and you means your soul.
That's right, sure. It means what, the gold being the great material thing, but really inside it's more expensive. It's an easy device. See, I think what you do is when you're first beginning to write songs, and for a long time, I could never be really honest in my lyrics, so I would be cryptic. I would understand them and I would feel exorcised of whatever idea I wanted to relieve myself of by writing this song. But the general public would find it very difficult to interpret and get something out of it, and at the end of the day, they should relate to a song and find something in it that they can understand.
What is something really depresses you?
Well, when you're in a band and you're privileged to be in the ridiculously lucky situation we're in, you know, and, where life is easy for you, if you like. You know, you don't have to worry about money, you don't have to worry about any of those kind of things. The real world, which everybody has to live in, is highlighted, and the faults are really highlighted. You know? We all come from very working class backgrounds. Parents are all sort of factory workers, or, you know, they do those kind of jobs. They all live in council houses, or they did. You know, now we can afford to put them in better places sometimes. So we can see by looking at a family that the trouble that most people go through to live, and rather than making me ignore it and making me just concentrate on living a great life, you know, airplanes and champagne, it's made me be more aware of it, and it's made me more depressed in a way, I think.
Yeah, it's a scandal.
It's made me feel more guilty.
Who is the guy from the band, or if you guys of the band, who got the best relationship?
Well, I mean, it has to be my brother.
Well, I mean, your brother, of course, I guess.
I mean, we all get on really well. I mean, we have a good relationship with all of us.
I know, but since, you know, spending time together all the times could be just, they got different kind of moments.
I think we spend different times. Sometimes I have a John day, and I just want to be like hanging out with John and boozing with the lads.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a Steve day, you know, where we want to sort of have a lot more fun, you know, light-hearted fun. Sometimes I have a Tony day, you know, when I could a bit more sort of level-headed, maybe few early nights, you know, keep his voice in trim, and I thought, so I'll go and have a drink in the bar with him while Steve and John go out and get completely smashed.
You can vote, you can have the Spandau in your town.
It's democracy.
What do you expect from the Spandau Ballet City, you know?
I think it's going to be incredible. Because, as I said, Italian people know how to have a party. And our concerts being open air, they're going to be parties. Now, we're just going to be one small aspect of an evening's event. And I think everyone should come along just to have fun. Come along even if you don't like the music. Yeah, it's going to be...
It's going to be spectacular. That's the thing.
Non dimenticare che potremo essere nella tua città presto. Ciao.